like and subscribe, man. Show us some support. Show somebody, tell somebody. So we're gonna do Portland Community College. I really probably should start alternating between University, Portland, so many colleges, right? Like, all right, Portland Community College. Yeah, sure. Okay. Hey. Yeah, making all that noise like that. So, Portland Community College. As the largest college in Oregon, Portland Community College offers, why am I reading that? They offer high quality and affordable education. So, the president is, I believe, Adrian Bennett. It was founded in 1961. You see, it doesn't get that much great detail like like the universities be, how they go like zoop, and you be like, who the Nobel alumni? They don't even do the Nobel alumni like the universities, which is crazy. But they got some social media. I guess they striking and protesting right now on the campus too. All right, let's do the fun stuff. Before we go to the actual, well, I usually do that. Let's go to the school website. If you notice, they are not your typical community college. They have 19,531 students. They have a large amount of students. They have more than some universities that everybody likes. They are 2-year, they're public, they're in the city. So you have to keep that in mind. Could be more expensive to be in the city. So you might have to stay on the outskirts and commute in. That goes for 2 years and 4 years, guys. And then their graduation rate. You're gonna be like, whoa, don't you always be getting on universities graduating? Wait. So the standards are a lot different. So as we get into it, Portland Community College graduation rate is 19%. But the midpoint for 2-year colleges is a 35% scale. So they're not really too far off. But a lot of students that probably go to this 2-year either get what they need, like certificates, degrees. If they get a degree, they're probably transferring, but that data should be in here. And some people might say he just biased because he went to 2-year. I might be a little bit, I'm not gonna deny it, but let's look at the data. So they are more expensive than the typical 2-year college. That's what College Scorecard is saying. They're saying like, look, it's gonna cost you about $10,405 for the year. That's about $5,000 per semester off the rip, right? And then you say, well, Henry, that's a bit, $5,000 per semester is pretty expensive. Remember, they probably have dorms at this 2-year because this is Portland Community College. They probably have sports. Look, student life. I think they got sports at this school. Let's see. Clubs, leadership, arts, and athletics. They have athletics. They have a fitness, recreation, Panther athletics. Let me see. So I think I'm going down another rabbit hole. And they do. They have a men's. Let me see. Is this it? Is it Portland? They have a men's basketball team. So, as I said, which means what? They probably offer housing. So this community college, they already saying like, look, you stay on campus. Let's see dorms. Let's see if I can find their dorms, if they offer dorms. That means they have meal plans too, probably. No, let's see. Housing. Let me try housing. They got housing programs. I don't see where they're saying you stay on campus. I don't see it. Like, this is me. And this is like their bulletin. And rent price is crazy though. Please tell me I get a roommate. This is why I say, guys, living in the city, it's a little crazy sometimes. I guess you can count that as housing, part of their housing, because they're offering it, but I don't see the actual on-campus housing. So I'm just going to assume you don't stay on campus at their school if you do find it, because I do want to keep going. I don't want this to last too long. And so remember that you want to, I need to go to the tuition and fees. You don't want to stay on campus. I'm sorry, I hit the mic. You don't want to stay on campus, and then you don't want to get housing or a meal plan. So as we do it, this is what we went to last time. Going back to this again. Some of you will be like, damn, I just seen that. And then it's like, yeah, I went back to it again. So remember, if you are a resident of Portland. Portland is in the city. Any city could be expensive for rent, so let's keep that in mind. But it's $138 per credit hour. Remember, if you do a full-time schedule and you do 138 times 12, what? You're only looking at pretty much $1,700, like we said before, 1656, pretty much $1,700. And if I do times 2 for fall and spring, you're looking at $3,312 for the year. So if you do that if you add 3,312 plus 3,312, that will give you $6,624. That's how much you would pay for 2 years there. If you are going for an associate's degree, you're going to only pay about $7,000 total to be there. In case you want to take some more gen ed classes before you transfer, that is very good prices compared to today's time. Remember, your 100, 200, 1,000, 2,000 level classes are meant to be taken at a community college and transferred over to a 4-year. Then to make it sweeter, since this is a 2-year, I gotta add this on real quick. I will clip the part when I was looking for the housing. I meant the dorms. I didn't find any. But to put this in perspective, transfer. You want to transfer, right? When you go here, who do they have partnerships with? I am selling community colleges right now. I am selling them. Transfer. I want to transfer. University transfer. Okay. So you want to transfer, you have to go through the admission process, transfer admission. Okay, they're not showing the schools. I think that's where schools sells themselves short. Transfer articulation agreements, as I always talk about. So who are my schools? They are saying that, all right, I know a lot of people want to go to community college I know a lot of people go for criminal justice. Like and subscribe. So they're saying, like, look, we have a articulation agreement with Southern Oregon University. This is when I tell you guys, and you only got to have a 2.5 GPA to transfer. This is why I tell you guys, like, look, reach out to that school in advance if you are coming out of high school or you're currently at that school, and see, like, hey, like, if you are in high school, really for high schools, but if you are like not in school yet, reach out to a university that you're interested in. And if you reach out to that university, you can see in advance, like, oh yeah, we do have an articulation agreement with Portland Community College. Now I'm gonna go to another one. They even got addition counseling. That is crazy. And I'm glad I clicked on that because they have all these schools up here. Like people, auto collision and repair. Do you want to go to a university or another school? You can go to another school and get articulation for auto collision and repair. Oh yeah, nursing got to be a good one. Look, you can do, I never heard none of these schools, but you can go to these schools. Walla Walla University. Oregon Health Sciences. That's sounds like a pretty good school. Oregon Health Sciences. That should be, I think that's the Oregon they're talking about, I believe. That's really good. Linfield University. They're saying, like, after you get what you need at the school, look at that return on investment. Look at the return on investment. After being after getting the 2-year degree at this school, depending on what you get it in, you can make $50,000 after getting your 2-year degree. Imagine if you get your 2-year degree, you making $55,000. Then you go to your university, you are still you probably like going on 20. If you do early 19, you are going to a university with an associate's degree, and people gonna look at you crazy because you're gonna be like, yeah, I work for the government, or I work in the hospital, and they're gonna be like, oh, how you get that job? I have an associate's degree, so I qualified. You was able to get into the workforce early. This is what I did. This is that simple. And what they say, do they say what they go to liberal arts? But I'm gonna stay on topic. Keep it consistent. We talked about the cost based off family income and everything. We talked about the cost. We broke down the actual price you could be looking at. So remember, it can always be a lot cheaper if you do get financial aid. I always anticipate that you are not getting financial aid. So then graduation and retention. Then look, the graduation rate, we already talked about that. Students who return after their first year, 63%. Why is that not as high? I'm just saying that normally students who are there are, like they say, look, I told you, 50% of them do withdraw, and they probably go to another school because a lot of students don't know I can transfer from here. It's better to transfer instead of just dropping out or withdrawing and then not coming back, then go to university. But 30% are transferring. 30% are transferring. 19% graduate. That's why it says graduate. But 30% are transferring. So, but 63% return after their first year. I get that, but it's the first year. So some students like to transfer after the first year when they should get the associate's degree. But yeah, they say they have a debt of $13,000. And then students receiving federal loans is about 23%. That's very low. It's very low. Some schools are higher. That's very low. That might just be the people who came from a university, but 23% is, it's almost a quarter, but not that many. We talked about the earnings. Look at that. Compared to a high school graduate, that's what they're saying. This is the data. This is the data. And like I said, when I went to my 2-year and I got my associate's degree, guys, I went in, I was able to work at Valdosta State University. I was already in the Air Force Reserves. That helped boost my income a lot more. I was in the Air Force Reserves. Not Air Force Reserves. I was working at Valdosta State University in the alumni house. Not to mention, I was eligible to get overtime. So I was making pretty good money with my associate's degree. That's pretty cool. This is the power of associate's degree, what you could be earning at the 2 years of college. Getting your associates and bridging to university. You're going to be stunting when you get to your university. I don't know why they don't talk about this, man. I don't know why. I don't know why. This is the move. This is the future. I don't care what nobody says. This is the future. Campus diversity, remember. Go to the school for yourself. See what the campus diversity look like. It's a community college. It should be a lot more simple to go tour and check out the school campus. But go see for yourself. Sometimes this could be off. Test scores. Remember, it's a 2-year college. You good. You didn't do good. Your SAT score was low? Your ACT score was low? We got you. Hey, you can come right over here. Portland Community College has an open admission, which means anybody can really get in there. It's 100%. So anybody can get in, which means that all students who apply are accepted. The SAT, ACT policy for Portland Community College is unknown. If you call, you don't really need the SAT, ACT. Save your money. If I know what I know now, I would have not taken the SAT, ACT. But if you are trying to go to an Ivy or prestige school, that could be what you need. But if you say, well, I can go to an Ivy, do my 2 years, save some money, then go to Ivy. But knowing what we know now, remember, you might be eligible for some pot money at that bigger school that has money. Explore your options. You can go to college. There ain't no excuse though. So what do I rate this school? After I did the sticker price and seeing how much that we're gonna pay for the year, it's about what we said for the year. It's $3,312, and the return on investment after 2 years is looking like after 2 years of completing our associate's degree, we're looking like we're gonna pay $7,000 max potentially. And that's just based off the sticker price. If you're there for 2 years, you can do the math simple. Like they might raise it. You're looking at $7,000, or more a little bit. But and that's if you stay off campus. You gotta stay off campus and not do meal plans, which I don't think this school offers that, but I still gotta say that just in case. And you can make $50,000. It's an A for me. It's an A for me, dog. It's an A. $50,000 after 2 years. And if you major in the right thing, you can get a state government job. You got a associate's degree. You can get a job anywhere pretty much because you got a associate's degree. Some people don't get that. Some people are making $55,000 going to school for 4 years, paying $200,000, $500,000 or something, $350,000 a house to go to school just to make $55,000. And you telling me with my associate's degree I can make $55,000? Man, it's an A for me. Most of my community colleges should be A's. Most. It's an A for me. So yeah, that's what we rate now. It's an A for me. Portland Community College. Portland Community College, man. Y'all see it. We done. Debt-free degree. They say I bring debt, but we ain't.